I thought building this cabin was gonna be the hard part.
Here's to starting over.
I was wrong. You know, the mistakes, doing jobs twice.
The fight to make it look absolutely perfect is very stressful.
Spending weeks apart from Sarah, trying to document this thing every step of the way.
I do not like being on camera.
This video is what nobody tells you about living the homesteading off-grid dream.
I just sucked back a bunch of water.
Sarah and I both worked travel jobs while we were building this cabin. And we'd work for a few weeks, come home, and try to cram as much progress as we could into the little time we had before heading back to work again. So every day mattered, and every mistake cost us.
I'm not entirely sure why those sections are getting condensation.
Man, I had no idea building something like this was going to be so mentally straining.
Yeah, let's see how it's all. And I kind of made, I'll just pull it out.
Kind of at a point now where I just roll with it. Can be challenging.
As you can see in the cavity, you just tape this into it, and on the ground there. I don't know why, I just thought it might help. Maybe I'm totally off. Science lesson. Cold cabin, winter. Sunshine, moisture. Bad decisions. You're welcome. Congratulations, buddy. You accidentally built a giant dog water bowl inside your walls. Now fill up my snacks.
One thing I was starting to realize, building your own cabin in the woods isn't about getting everything right the first time. It's about getting comfortable with doing things twice. Spend hours researching jobs on YouTube. Oh yeah, I got this covered. Easy peasy. But then about halfway through you realize, oh, I missed that. I guess I gotta tear it down and do it over again.
There's been quite a few projects, not big projects, but just like things that we've had to do more than once.
Trying to build your own home, you learn a lot, especially when you're not a carpenter. And you get OCD about the littlest things that some people won't even notice. Here at the Toad Mahal, we got to make sure it's Mahal level. And so I'll show you what I screwed up on. So I have been doing all the flashing. All the flashing that the hardy board is going to be sitting on. And can any of you guys see what's driving me crazy at the bottom there? It's rippled. See the ripples? You know, my family, they all said, come on, nobody's gonna see it. Oh, look at that ripple. Yeah, nobody probably will see it, but I'll see it. And it will drive me crazy. Forever and ever. So, I'm taking it apart and I'm gonna fix it.
That can be challenging and frustrating for me because I think it looks good the first time around.
So my new plan is to take it all apart. A lot of nails. And I think what I did wrong, why I rippled, is because I was using a nail gun. And then I'm gonna screw the holes in, pre-screw the holes, and then just tap it in with a hammer. And it's not gonna ripple. Whew.
Yeah, and sometimes I also think like ripping something apart and doing it again is not a good use of our time.
You know, the joys of building your own house, you sometimes spend a little bit more money making mistakes. But hey, how you gonna learn, right? Here's to starting over. And we're back.
I don't even want to tell you how long it took me to do this. Patience. Tests it. Does it look better? Tell me. I'll give you a closer look. Little wobble at the end over there. Right there. I don't know how to make it any better myself. What a challenge, though.
It always looks great the first time. Like I said, that's just me, and I know we are not the same that way. Hence the challenge.
I think the challenge is with yourself. It's the money I'm spending. It's the money I'm spending. Or is it in your mental brain about how something's got to be perfect? Something perfect that nobody will notice. Right there, but I guess I'll notice. And I did it twice. Don't worry about the mental game so much. Just do it. If it feels good to do it twice, do it. It's okay. We're only here once, and if we gotta do it twice to make it right, hoo!
Why doesn't he fill my snacks up twice?
The bigger lesson in all this, was the realization, stop trying to do everything yourself. Lessons are cool. We all got to make mistakes and learn from them. But sometimes you got to put your foot down and say, man, I can't do this one. Exterior siding, that was one thing we were going to hire for. From the outside, it finally started to look like a home. We were getting somewhere. The siding was on. The cabin was starting to take shape to that dream that we envisioned. It was a beautiful thing. But building the cabin was only half the job. The other half was trying to document it. Me running around with this camera, trying to create a good story.
When Josh first talked to me about doing a YouTube channel, I was very hesitant. Honestly, I wasn't really into it at all. I do not like being on camera. Don't even like having my picture taken. However, when Josh started working on the videos and pulling footage of stuff that we've done for like the last 5 years and seeing all of that come together. He's very passionate about that. He's very particular about it, but in the long run, you get a great end result. And I'm getting more comfortable being on the camera if I can just do what I'm doing now. I take the camera, I go walk on the trail outside. It feels a bit more natural for me, a bit more authentic.
Long days, mistakes, and uncertainty. A story worth sharing. And that's where things started to get a little heavy. I just came to a realization in my brain that I'm trying to create all this internet bullshit and YouTube bullshit and, oh yeah, everybody can do it. This is my niche. And I'm dragging Sarah and Chester into it. They never asked for it. And Sarah, she wants to do it with me because she's just so fucking supportive. She's only been gone for 2 days. She's going on a work trip, and she's been gone for 2 days. And I'm realizing how much I miss them, And I'm dragging them into this idea of making a bunch of money off this niche thing that we're doing, which I'm kind of skeptic about because I don't know if I want to do it. All we have to do is record it and showcase everybody how we're doing it. But I think it's a lot more than that. I think it's a lot more where we have to showcase our lives. And are you ready for that? You want to be a YouTube star, you gotta f***ing showcase your world. This is my world behind me. It's f***ing awesome, I know. And that's why I think about it, because I'm a camera guy. It's what we do, we showcase people's worlds. What do you guys think? Should we showcase this shit? Showcase my balding?